Welcome back to Ethical Considerations. Today, we're delving into a topic that's crucial for maintaining healthy relationships: understanding insecurity versus boundaries in relationships. Navigating the fine line between insecurity and healthy boundaries can be challenging, but it's essential for building trust and respect in any partnership. We'll discuss what constitutes insecurity, how it manifests, and how it differs from setting healthy boundaries. Plus, we'll provide practical tips on how to address insecurities and establish boundaries that foster mutual respect and understanding. So, whether you're in a relationship or just looking to improve your interpersonal skills, stay tuned. Understanding the difference between insecurity and healthy boundaries is crucial for maintaining a balanced and respectful relationship. Insecurity typically stems from personal doubts, fears, or a lack of self-confidence, leading individuals to act out of jealousy or possessiveness. This can manifest as constant questioning, controlling behavior, or a heightened sensitivity to potential threats to the relationship. Insecure behaviors often arise from a place of internal vulnerability and can undermine trust and stability within the relationship, making it challenging to build a secure and mutually supportive connection. On the other hand, healthy boundaries are established to ensure that both partners' needs and limits are respected, fostering a respectful and secure relationship. Setting boundaries is about defining personal space, communicating expectations, and maintaining a sense of individuality within the partnership. Boundaries help to clarify what is acceptable and what is not, ensuring that both partners feel valued and understood. Unlike insecurity, which can be driven by personal fears and uncertainties, healthy boundaries are proactive and constructive, aiming to enhance the relationship by ensuring that both individuals can thrive while respecting each other's needs and preferences. Recognizing and respecting these boundaries can lead to a more harmonious and enduring relationship, where both partners feel secure and valued. The secure man versus the insecure man. Secure men approach relationships with a clear sense of self-worth and standards. They carefully select partners who align with their values and expectations. When faced with behaviors they find unacceptable or harmful, secure men take decisive action. They communicate their boundaries clearly and, if necessary, remove themselves from the situation. This ability to walk away from a toxic or unsatisfactory relationship is a hallmark of a secure individual. They understand that maintaining self-respect and emotional well-being is paramount, and they are not afraid to enforce their boundaries by stepping away. On the other hand, insecure men often make poor choices in partners, driven by a need for validation or fear of being alone. When confronted with unacceptable behavior from their partners, instead of addressing it assertively or walking away, they resort to pleading, begging, or trying to change the other person. This creates a dynamic where the man appears weak and dependent, unable to enforce his boundaries effectively. Women perceive this behavior as insecurity because it reflects a lack of self-respect and confidence. The inability to leave a relationship that no longer serves them or meets their standards signals to their partner that they are willing to tolerate mistreatment for the sake of maintaining the relationship. Why boundaries matter. Boundaries are a fundamental element in any healthy relationship, serving as guidelines that define what acceptable behavior is and what is not. They provide both partners with a clear framework for interactions, ensuring that their needs and limits are acknowledged and respected. Establishing and respecting boundaries helps prevent misunderstandings and conflicts, creating a space where both individuals can express themselves openly and honestly without fear of overstepping or infringing on each other's comfort zones. This clarity contributes to a more balanced and respectful relationship dynamic, where each partner understands their role and the expectations placed upon them. A secure man who consistently enforces his boundaries demonstrates a strong sense of self-respect and a clear understanding of his own needs and limits. By setting and maintaining these boundaries, he establishes a standard for how he wishes to be treated, which in turn commands respect from his partner. This behavior not only fosters a sense of security and fairness within the relationship, but also encourages a reciprocal approach from his partner, leading to a more equitable and harmonious connection. When both partners uphold their boundaries, the relationship is built on a foundation of mutual respect and equality, allowing for personal growth and a deeper, more fulfilling bond. In contrast, an insecure man who lacks boundaries and fails to enforce them sends a message of desperation and dependence. His partner may interpret his inability to stand up for himself as a sign of weakness, leading to a lack of respect and increased conflict. This dynamic often results in the man feeling even more insecure and powerless, perpetuating a cycle of negative interactions and dissatisfaction. Examples of insecurity in action. Consider a scenario where a woman frequently goes out on weekends, posts revealing photos on social media, and engages in behaviors that her partner finds uncomfortable. A secure man would address these concerns openly and honestly, expressing his feelings and setting clear boundaries. If the behavior continues and he cannot accept it, he would choose to leave the relationship rather than compromise his standards. This decisive action demonstrates his commitment to his values and his unwillingness to tolerate disrespect. Conversely, an insecure man in the same scenario would repeatedly confront his partner, complain, and attempt to control her actions without ever taking definitive action. He might blow up her phone with messages, react with jealousy and anger, and yet continue to stay in the relationship, paying for dinners and trying to win her over despite his discomfort. This behavior is seen as insecure because it shows a lack of self-respect and an inability to enforce boundaries. The woman, sensing his desperation and dependence, loses respect for him and views him as insecure. The impact of insecurity on relationships. Insecurity can significantly undermine the foundation of a relationship by disrupting the natural balance between partners. When one partner exhibits insecurity, it often leads to a power imbalance where one person may feel superior or in control, while the other feels diminished or subordinate. This dynamic can foster a climate of resentment and frustration, as the partner who feels undervalued or controlled may struggle with dissatisfaction and emotional distress. The resulting power struggles and emotional turmoil can erode trust and intimacy, ultimately destabilizing the relationship and making it difficult for both partners to find fulfillment or harmony. A man who remains in a toxic relationship despite his unhappiness often signals that he prioritizes the relationship over his own self-respect and well-being. This behavior reflects a lack of boundaries and an inability to prioritize personal health and happiness, which can further exacerbate the existing issues within the relationship. By clinging to a relationship that is emotionally damaging, he not only harms his own emotional health, but also impedes the potential for creating a healthy, balanced partnership. Acknowledging and addressing insecurity is crucial for breaking free from toxic patterns and fostering a more positive and equitable dynamic where both partners can thrive and contribute to a fulfilling relationship. Cultivating security and self-respect. For men to cultivate a sense of security and self-respect in their relationships, it is essential for them to first acknowledge their own intrinsic worth and establish clear, firm boundaries. Recognizing one's value involves a deep understanding of personal needs and limitations, and having the courage to enforce these boundaries is crucial, even if it means making the difficult decision to end a relationship that does not meet these standards. This self-awareness and assertiveness are key to maintaining personal integrity and ensuring that interactions within the relationship are based on mutual respect and understanding. Establishing boundaries is not merely about setting limits, but also about communicating what is acceptable and unacceptable in a way that reflects one's self-respect and commitment to a healthy dynamic. Open and honest communication plays a critical role in this process, as it allows men to express their needs and concerns clearly and confidently, without fear of rejection or conflict. Effective communication helps to foster an environment where both partners feel heard and valued, paving the way for a more respectful and balanced relationship. By articulating their expectations and addressing issues proactively, men contribute to a relationship dynamic that promotes mutual respect and emotional security. This approach not only enhances the overall quality of the relationship, but also ensures that both partners can thrive within a framework of understanding and respect, reinforcing a healthy and supportive partnership. The difference between being insecure and having boundaries in a relationship is profound. Secure men select their partners wisely, enforce their boundaries, and are willing to walk away from toxic situations. Insecure men, on the other hand, tolerate unacceptable behavior and try to change their partners, signaling a lack of self-respect. By understanding and embracing the importance of boundaries, men can foster healthier, more respectful, and fulfilling relationships. Remember, true security comes from within, and it begins with respecting yourself enough to demand the same from others. That wraps up our exploration of insecurity versus boundaries in relationships. Understanding the difference is key to fostering healthier, more respectful connections with those around you. Remember, it's okay to set boundaries that protect your well-being, and recognizing insecurities is the first step toward overcoming them. We hope you found this video insightful and helpful. What are your thoughts on this topic? How do you manage insecurities and boundaries in your relationships? Share your experiences and tips in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell to stay updated with our latest content. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time on Ethical Considerations.